I think that you may already know what a ModMic is. It is basically a microphone that you can attach to any headphone and turn it into a gaming headset. This is really nice because it allows you to use your audiophile headphones as a gaming headset, and you can just get so much better sound with something like this. ModMics are made by Antlion Audio, who have just launched their new ModMic 2s with USB-C and 3.5mm terminations, and these have improved audio quality among other things. Now, I was aware that this is a good product, but I have been really surprised by how good this sounds. The two new mics are the ModMic Uni 2 and the ModMic USB 2, and these come in at $60 and $90 respectively. I had assumed that the USB version would easily be the one to go for, but the cheaper Uni 2 is also equally great. Let's unbox these first, and with both of these mics you get a really nice carrying case with a zipper, and inside it you get two mounting clasps for different headphones along with the adhesive tips, an alcohol cleaning pad and cable management clips. The USB version comes with a USB A to C adapter, there's a manual and warranty details, and then there is the microphone with the foam pop filter. The Uni 2 comes with a slightly different looking hard zipper case, and it of course doesn't come with a USB adapter. So far I have been using my Lewitt LCT 440 Pure, which is a professional studio microphone for recording vocals, but now I will switch to the ModMic Uni 2, which can also be plugged into something like a Zoom H1 recorder. Now you are listening to the ModMic Uni 2. The way to make these work is quite easy. You just have to clean the surface of your headphone, stick the magnetic attachment base to any of your headphones, and then attaching or removing the mic becomes quite easy with magnets. Because of the way these work, you can attach them to either the left or the right side of your headphone, but the angle cannot be adjusted up or down once you stick the mounting clasp, so you have to be a bit careful with the angle while installing this. The mounting mechanism can actually be opened up, and you can remove the mic from this clip, which allows you to attach the mic to things in your own way if you want to do that for some reason. You also get the cable attachment clips, which you can use with your headphone cable to keep things a bit more organized. Both of these microphones feature a mute switch, but the USB version has a fancier mute switch that lights up when you activate it. The build quality of these mics feels really solid, and it really feels like a quality product when you handle it. The design and the whole mounting mechanism has also been designed quite well. The magnet is very strong, so the mic won't fall off, and the adhesive system also works well even with open back headphones with a grill on their cups. This of course doesn't look as clean as a gaming headset, but I think it's as good as it can get for a product like this. The mic's cable shouldn't bother you too much, but if it does, they also have a new wireless version coming up. Both of these capsules on these mics are unidirectional, which means that they have a cardioid pickup pattern, so they are going to pick up sounds from one side and reject it from the other. This is better than the typical omnidirectional mics you find on gaming headsets because you'll capture more voice and less noise. Now I will just switch to the USB version of this mic. The capsule on both of these mics is new, and from the specs on their website, both of these mics have an identical capsule, so the only difference between them is the type of connection you get. The USB version has a thicker mic boom for some reason and a slightly differently designed mic, but these are just small design differences. I have tried many different kinds of microphones for the work on this channel, so I know what good mics sound like, and I have tried many gaming headsets with good mics, but the ModMic 2s are just so much better in comparison to the typical mics you find in gaming headsets. So now we are testing out the microphone on the SteelSeries Arctis Nova 1, and as you can hear, it sounds quite good. We also have something they call Clearcast AI noise cancellation in the software, which I think is an option that you should just keep enabled even when you don't have any noise around you. Antlion Audio had actually recorded the product video of the ModMic 2 with the ModMic 2s, and that is a possibility with something like this because the mic just sounds so good. It is actually good enough for recording voiceovers, and I may also use it for my videos when I have to record that quick correction. I think that having a microphone like this on a gaming headset is overkill, but it is also really great that you can use a mic like this in games and your teammates will be able to hear you screaming and saying bad words in much higher quality. Now let's test the noise cancellation of these mics. And currently I have this random tech noise playing on this Bluetooth speaker, and we'll see how well the Uni 2 is able to reject it. Now we have another test in which there is a crowd talking in the background, and you should be able to hear how well the Uni 2 is able to reject it. Now we'll repeat the same test with the ModMic USB 2, and I again have this noise playing in the background. And now we have switched to the ModMic USB 2, and you should be able to hear how well this is able to reject noise. Now I will be speaking really loudly to test how well this mic can handle it when you are screaming into it. Here's a paragraph to test how well this handles plosives. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now I will repeat the line again in Indian accent because that way you can avoid more plosives. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now between the Uni 2 and the USB 2, you can just go for the mic which supports the connectivity for your devices. I think that the Uni 2 is completely fine for PC gamers, and as a bonus, you can also easily use it with professional audio recorders, and it can even be directly plugged into a camera. If you are a console gamer, then you will need a Y adapter that splits the combo TRRS jack into mic input and audio output separately, so you can either use that or get the USB version which can be connected without an adapter. The USB version can also more easily connect to your phones and tablets, and it's a weird time to live in where a USB connection is a more compatible connector than 3.5mm jacks. The Uni 2 is going to be just fine if you connect it to the motherboard in your PC, but you have to know that you may get a bit more noise than the USB version because the preamps on the motherboards aren't the cleanest. It's not going to be noticeable enough, but the USB mic can sound a bit cleaner on PC. I think that the ModMic Uni 2 is a terrific value for money for gamers and professionals, and the USB 2 is also great for people who need the USB connection. I really didn't think that was going to be the conclusion before testing both of these out. If $90 for the USB version is too much for you, you should really get the Uni 2. One thing I wish they made is an accessory that allows you to wear this mic without a headphone. They do have 3D printing models for different accessories on their website which also include something like that, but a proper first-party solution could become more popular for their customers. So the new ModMic 2s are really awesome, and if you have a need for a product like this, I think that you should 100% go for it. So I'll have the Amazon.com links to check this out in the video description. These were sent to me for a review from outside of India, and I don't think that they sell from India directly, but I will see if it can be bought in India easily. Do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe with bell, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.